You know, when I imagined Endeavor, I imagined command grabs, heavy punches, something like that up close. I did not imagine skywalk kicks, and kicks in general. But this is how this character works. His, let's say it like this. Everything about this character forces you to be a douchebag. Because the way they built him, which is completely wrong, is that being up close makes your life very difficult. And I imagine Endeavor being a brute, being someone who is up there brawling instead of, running away and shooting fireballs all the time. But that's kind of what they want you to do, since every single B&B, even this one, it's flipping hard to do. The only real advantage that I can think of is that you can cancel into level 1 in any situation. Air, ground, doesn't matter.
Where the hell are you going?
The funniest thing is that I can't outzone people, like Dabi, so I need to get in close, but my first punch is extremely unreasonably slow. In fact, there are some setups and resets for Aizawa that straight up murder Endeavor. Because regularly, the way you would get out of them is by punching your opponent, but their guard break is faster than your first punch, so you can't do anything. It's very frustrating, let's say like that, but not a lot of people have figured it out yet, so I am semi-safe. I did a lot of damage. But the point is, because of all these problems, the best thing to do with Endeavor is to run away, shoot fireballs, wait for them to either block or, I don't know, get hit, then go in, do an unblockable, or summon support and do an unblockable, and make a reset from there. But I'm trying my hardest to be the right hero here and do some bouncy, unbelievable combos that are very situational for every case. And that's why I see a lot of drops. But he still does a lot of damage, even if you drop the combo, so it doesn't really matter. Overall, I really like this character in the manga, not so much in the game. Simply because it's fun to see him struggle when you realize, oh shit, I'm a complete dirtbag, how do I change that? He tries to change. There is this one scene in the manga that even if you're an anime watcher, you will 100% forget about it unless it's like in the next episode, which is not happening because season 4 is coming up next year probably. So by that time you'll already forget this meaningless detail, but there is this one instance where he tries to change public-wise, meaning that he tries to be friendly with people. Something happens and he tries to be friendly. And the kid is like, the fuck? This is not Endeavor! And he got into this awkward situation because he tried to act kindly. It's so funny how his image is so built up and people like him for being a douchebag that it's complicated for him to try and act like All Might or some other version of himself. There is also a Dabi problem and thousands of conspiracy theories about him being related to Endeavor, which, remembering Obito case, is most likely true. And it's not even hard to imagine or create his backstory out of things that we have already gotten without really spoiling anything. And if it's not true, then it's going to be funny to return to this and be like, haha, you've been all wrong. And there also has one of the best themes in entire anime without even having an arc of his own yet.
然の結果だ。All might.
You just have to make this clutch, don't you? You just have to make this clutch. That's the way I like it. It's all good. The one thing that is very frustrating about this game is that if you're not at your 100%, if you're autopiloting or anything of that sort, it's very hard to win, even if you're #1 player for any character or the world in general. If you're not giving thought into it, very easy to lose. This is just how I'm calming myself, that I'm having all this huge advantage over #1 All Might in Japan or the world right now. I don't know. I expected this to be a lot more clutch. Without it, it's not lit, it's not fire. I didn't feel the ignition. Where is it?
Stand up and show them why you're better!
I might be doing a comeback though. The magic pixel again? All Might! Oh! I'm going to YOLO this and wake up level 2. Making this happen!
認めんぞ。認めてたまるか。認めるわけにはいかんのだ。
Then you didn't? What the fuck? I wonder who's going to replace Endeavor as a #1 hero. I mean, Deku can't do this because of his age. He still has a long way to go until he becomes a pro. And then even if he becomes a pro, there is still a lot of time that should pass before he enters the top 10 spot on the leaderboard. There's a lot more to it than just being strong. You have to have the right reputation that should be built up. And this matchup is tough because of the speed of shoot style. And we're talking in comparison to Endeavor. Even if you decided to zone on this map, that would be very difficult to do. The biggest problem here is that you never feel as if you have any kind of advantage, because if he presses button and you press button, you lose. He's really fast in the anime too though, so it doesn't really matter. It's all canon. But on the other hand, guys like Boku somehow keep up with him. I deduce a bit of plot has to do something with it. It's like Endeavor's ridiculous strength when he punched Nomu and his arm fell off. Damn, he can deflect my fire with his legs? Or like this. Too much plot going on here. Not cool. Okay, reset time. I did not have the time for the reset because of the support, so yeah, I wanted that to kill. Ah, this is wake up punches, not wake up armor. Ah, you fool. Fool. Damn it. Okay. If you haven't figured it out yet, Endeavor has this Kaminari reset, which makes him kinda very dangerous when in the state of unblockable, but then again, all of those resets don't really do a lot of damage, and their whole basis is that your opponent has to guess, and when he guesses, it's over. Most likely you get full combo punished. So there is a huge risk behind it. This reset was way cooler! Oh my god, he just stopped there and did an unblockable. And I didn't even react. I wonder if it was a legit tag, or he just came up with it as a gimmick. Whatever the case, I'm stealing it. Okay, so I'm just gonna run in and punch him in the face, and if that works, then the next time he will try to stop it. So I'm just gonna stop and block. See? So, no matter of prediction. But the problem is, this guy is very smart. So I have no flipping idea what he is thinking of next. That's why it becomes very dangerous. And even if I get a solid hit, the freaking walls don't let me do decent conversions. It could have been cool if I could do some wall gimmicks, but the problem is, even though Endeavor one of the few characters who can naturally stick on walls, which by the way, leaves lava imprints. If you haven't noticed yet, that's very neat. His projectiles don't track normally. They track in a weird way that always misses, so you can't really just jump on the wall and try to zone from it. I really don't like it. And yeah, by the way, you might have noticed that Deku kicked through my block string. That's because Endeavor's block string naturally has a gap, which is very bad. Might be dead. Ooh, was very close to being dead. Okay, time for the good old balls into unblockable. Oh, you! What? Fuck it, level 2. Worked before, will work now. Challenge! You went through it! You went through the fire! That was so cool. Unbelievable. One for all. So strong!